3 days' time, you will be wed.
The future of the monarchy is at stake. I'm so stressed. How do we feel about roast dolphin?
Tepid.
Thanks very much for speaking to me, Rob and Anna. How are you doing?
We're good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well. It feels very surreal speaking to you, Rob, on the other side of a podcast rather than watching you on your podcasts every week. So it's quite surreal. So thanks very much for the time.
Thank
So
you.
listen, first of all,
Anna didn't know I had a podcast, but there we are.
She didn't.
Well, we're on YouTube as well, Anna.
Wow.
Yeah. Got some catching up to do. Listen, so the time's of the essence. So Anna, first of all, I know that you played a few period pieces before, period characters. So I imagine that you like to. I mean, even though this is kind of a comedy-centric series, it does delve into some history there. So I'm wondering what kind of things you do. Did you dive deep into this character's story, and what do you think she might say to you if you were sat next to her watching the series?
Frances, I'm sure, would be very. I don't know what she would say. She'd be quite rude, do you think? Unless she thought you were fun, she'd totally ignore you. She's only got time for people who can sort of further her in some way, either her career or just amuse her. So.
But you were also asked
Tell me.
about your research, and I'd be interested to know about your detailed research for the role.
Yes, 0.
Oh.
That's okay. Yeah. I mean, do you, because of the comedy, do you think you really need to kind of research this kind of character to get into?
What's more important is that when you arrive on set, your mind is on fire. You know, because it's really about the here and now. You could know everything about Henry VIII and Francis Brandon and all the treaties that were made, but is it going to actually make any difference when you've got to just make the set that you're in real, make it feel like it's your home, like they really are your children? That's, I think, where the real work, I think.
Definitely. Talking of the here and now, I was watching some interviews that Emily and Edward did in Tribeca, and they said that they were fine on set, but when it got to filming scenes with Rob, they just could not keep a straight face, especially the bedding scene turned into a bedwetting scene. Was that because you just kind of like to take your own liberties with the script, or was that because of your very specific wardrobe choices?
No, it's because, I was very lucky in that Jamie Babbitt, our director, and Gemma and Meredith, our writers and showrunners, were very open to me improvising. And I love that. A lot of my best stuff has been improvised, The Trip and, different things like that. So I love that. So we'd always shoot the script, but it was such a collaborative atmosphere on the set, or a creative atmosphere. And so there's a fair bit of stuff in there that was invented on the day. When you're shooting long days in a studio, it's important to keep a lightness if you can.
We were all delighted when Rob came on because we knew what they would say to Rob. Now you just go for it. And
were the producers delighted with him when he came on set?
Yes.
The producers too, yeah. They didn't mind you at all doing that, yeah?
No, they did. That's what I'm saying. They liked it. So, that was it's great for me because I enjoy that kind of work. Especially, it's not like in The Trip. Sometimes we're making up massive chunks of it. Here, we're just putting a little garnish on. So you've got the security of the script.
Yes.
And then you can play on top of that. I mean, that's perfect as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. And that makes everyone laugh so much.
And the final product, you can tell you're having a whole lot of fun on the show, yeah. Which kind of it just really makes it so much more funny to watch, yeah. So listen, sadly they give me the wrap, so I've got to fly. Thank you so much for your time. I could speak to you for another hour about the show. It's fantastic. I wish you the best of success, and I hope to speak to you again sometime soon.
Thank you.
Thanks very much.
All the best, guys.
I'm glad we can be friends.
Yes, friends.